Hi everyone. Just wanted to say a few things about my experience here at the ashram. This place is one of a kind, at least in my experience. I'm from America. I didn't know what to expect coming into it at all. And I kind of think that might be the best way if you're coming in, just have no expectations. I know that's really difficult. It's part of the yogic path, so to speak, but if you can't have no expectations, I'll give you a few tips and understanding of what is to come. I wouldn't expect a yogic vacation if you only have a short time and you really want to, relax. This probably isn't the best place, but if you want to gain more of an understanding of yourself, of your mind, of your body, and of the yogic path, traditional yogic path, this is the place to come. It's very peaceful. The people you meet are one of my favorite part. I made such good friends from all over the world in just the short month I was here. I've gone through a purification process. I think in the beginning it's tough because you're not used to the lifestyle. For me, it was a complete 180. It was from, eating all different foods, meats, and having, running hot water, washing your clothes in a machine, and a lot of luxuries that you won't experience here. But if you're willing to make the journey, I think it really does purify your body and mind. In about the second week, everyone is in the routine, and before you know it, it's over. I'm kind of bittersweet ending because you're happy that you did it, but at the same time you want to continue. Some people are concerned about the food. I was a strict, pretty much meat eater before I came. Didn't have or like many veggies, but as time went on, I really started to enjoy the food here, and you feel the difference in your diet. I didn't realize how uncomfortable my body was all the time, and how I have stomach problems, and I just thought that that's the way, you're supposed to feel, kind of, but I don't think it is the way you're supposed to feel. Eating here, you feel energy. You wake up at 5 in the morning every day, but I'm not an early bird either, but because of I think the diet and the routine, the asanas and the pranayama, and what I was learning, I could wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, no problem, every day. So it's really a difference from being at home and eating this heavy food that just tires you out. So I'd say expect, a complete lifestyle change, diet, exercise, philosophies you're going to learn. For me, were so refreshing because it's something I think about on a daily basis. But where I'm from, the philosophies we learn here are not really valued, at least, in my experience. To come to a place where the focus is on spirituality and on understanding yourself and your mind, it's just the complete opposite of America. So I think if you're into that, you'll really enjoy it. I'd say this is one of the most interesting, beautiful places. The landscape's great. You're not in the city. I'm really more of a nature person, so if you enjoy nature, I'd say come maybe in the October class or even November. Maybe avoid the rainy season if you can. Just check the weather. And you're going to have a phenomenal time if you're open to it. So just be open to yourself and to others. And I don't think you won't miss anything here. You're going to see the world in a new way. I highly recommend coming here. Difficulties, maybe in the beginning, just adapting to the lifestyle. But after a week, like I said, I had really no difficulties. I know a few people get stressed because there's tests or exams, but the exams are nothing to be worried about. They're very, they kind of spoon feed you everything. They want you to pass. It's not like college or anything like that. It's extremely easy if you just listen and learn, and the assignments are really handed to you. It's nothing to worry about. Just relax, enjoy yourself, and I hope to see you guys here. I definitely think I'll be back. I think that's it. Hariom.
Hariom. Just going to tell you a few things about this experience and kind of what to expect. When I first was accepted to Yoga Point, I wasn't sure what to think. I did a lot of research trying to figure out, exactly what it was about, how many people had gone. I couldn't find a lot of information, but I did find a forum where people were talking about Yoga Point and their experiences with it. I forget the name of the forum, but if you just Google Yoga Point, just Google Yoga Point experiences or something, and then there's a forum that comes up, and it's still going, it's still kept up. Actually, on this forum, I found a friend who was willing to travel with me from Mumbai to the ashram, which is nice because it can be a little intimidating to land in Mumbai and have to make the trek all the way to Nasik and then come to the ashram. So if that's something you're worried about, just Google it and you'll find this kind of chat room forum, and you can meet somebody maybe, or you can at least try to meet somebody that might travel with you, especially if you're a woman, because I know it can kind of be intimidating or scary to do that. But there are people that might be willing to travel with you, so give it a shot. It's very, very safe here. I know you might be worried about, what is it going to be like, but the people are great, a really positive energy. There's nothing to worry about. You just have to get here. And then after that, it's all gravy. Everything is gravy. I wouldn't expect a lot of luxury. I've been washing my clothes in a bucket and showering in cold water at 4:45 in the morning. But there's something really great about that, It's kind of restructuring who you are, which I think a lot of people, it might be kind of the point of why they're coming here. Of course, to get their teaching certification, but also for something larger in their lives and something that they're trying to do, a change that they're trying to make. And it's definitely significant, and it's definitely a part of that change. The food is great. It might take a little getting used to. If you're a flexible eater, if you're flexible, if you're well traveled, if you're not, if you're not a very picky eater, you'll be all right. It's pretty good food. I suggest you like rice, or start to like rice a whole lot, because that's going to be a staple of yours for about a month. So. The yoga was great. I'll tell you, it starts slow, and first day you're wondering, what's going on. This is really slow. They start you from the very basics. So even if you haven't done a lot of yoga, even if you haven't done yoga at all, there's a couple people who haven't done yoga at all that came to get their certifications, and the way that they've grown and the way that they've blossomed over this last month is phenomenal. So yeah, you don't really have to have like a really serious yoga practice. They'll start you from square one. You'll progress, and you'll be doing the same postures as everybody else by the end of the class, and balancing postures, those crazy postures you didn't think you'd be able to do, because they start you from the beginning and they move on. They also do a great job of covering all the basics as far as yoga philosophy, anatomy, all sorts of things, really. So just know that no matter that you're going to come and you're going to have to wipe everything that you've learned in all of your classes before out of your mind, and start with a clean slate and kind of build up all over again. You'll learn a lot of new things. A lot of things might be, depending on how long you've been practicing, might be just kind of going over, might be second time you've gone, third time, or old knowledge, but it's good, to find a foundation, to find a base. You'll make a lot of new friends. You'll have a lot of great experiences, positive energy, rejuvenating, and don't worry, don't be scared. Everything's going to work out just fine. All you have to do is get here, and you'll have one of the most phenomenal experiences of your life. Don't have any doubts. If you want to do it, do it. And yeah, I think that's it.
Hey, it's Tessa from USA. Here in the ashram. It's our last day. It's been a really long month, and it's been amazing. We get up at 4 o'clock, or no, what am I talking about? It's not 4. We get up at 5 o'clock. And we come have some chanting, then we have 2 hours of yoga and breakfast, and everything is just organic and really healthy food throughout the day. And we've got hours and hours of lecture. It's really hard to stay awake throughout all the lectures. And we have just a little bit of free time after lunch. We've got a whole hour and 15 minutes-ish, and it feels like 2 hours or like 10 hours because you don't get a minute to yourself here. But it was a fantastic experience, and I've always wanted to become a yoga teacher for the last few years, and I think that I chose the perfect place. The energy is really good here, and you're learning so much more than just what you expect to learn at a school for yoga. So I encourage anyone to come and experience this wonderful ashram. And how do you?